Hello, this is Aim Down Sights, and this is YouTuber, pro gamer, and thinking ladies crumpet, Benny Central. Ben, welcome to the show. For the benefit of those who might not know you, can you tell us a little more about yourself?
Alright, so pretty much I do YouTube just like you said, and play for a Call of Duty competitive team called the LightningPandaz, which is like a bit of like a fun take on competitive gaming because it's taken quite seriously, which is really, really fun, but yeah.
So you're a much needed injection of fun. Good stuff. Well, we'll get to know you a bit better later in the show, but for now, without any further ado, let's throw ourselves headlong into a big stack of intel. Last week, London's Earl's Court played host to EGX London, a 4-day gaming extravaganza dedicated to giving you, the gaming public, hands-on time with dozens of upcoming games. Naturally, Advanced Warfare proved to be a big draw at the Xbox stand, although some lucky souls managed to avoid the queues thanks to an invite-only after-hours event. Also in attendance was Sledgehammer Games studio head Glenn Schofield, who took time out to answer all the questions we could throw at him. Keep it here over the coming weeks to hear what Glenn has to say on everything from campaign to co-op, and to get advice on all aspects of Advanced Warfare's multiplayer from top YouTubers and pro gamers. Right, as I mentioned at the start of the show, this is our chance to get to know Ben a little better. So, what was the first Call of Duty game you ever played, and what was it about it that hooked you in?
Well, the first Call of Duty game that I played was like the first one because it was like the shooter that everyone got when Xbox finally came out. But the game that kind of hooked me into the franchise and to the brand was Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
As I think most people.
Yeah, I think a lot of people agree. It was the game that kind of the multiplayer gave us all the like perks got implemented, and it was just that shooter that kind of like enticed you to keep on playing, and you wanted to kind of like progress, get to the next prestige and stuff like that.
So, at what point did you decide to make the transition into YouTubing?
Well, it wasn't until like the end of Modern Warfare 3, because like I was working in production, doing stuff at like the Roundhouse and stuff like that, and I was like really into games, really into hobbies. I was thinking it'd be a good thing to just do to like kind of improve like talking to cameras, presenting, stuff like that, is to just kind of mix the, like two hobbies together. My production side, working on improving my editing, stuff like that. And it kind of just all joined together and worked really, really nicely. And then it just kind of went on from there from Black Ops 2, which was probably around 2 years ago for Eurogamer, 2 years ago actually. Did
you go into YouTubing with a particular angle or a particular style? I mean, what tips, obviously it's going to be very hard for people these days to go into YouTubing and stand out. So what tips would you give them to make sure that they can kind of stand out from the crowd?
Well, I think the biggest thing to do with YouTube is when you go into it is make sure you're enjoying it. Because if you're going into it like expecting, oh, I'm going to become massive and do all this and then like make loads of money or whatever, it's the wrong angle to go in. Like I was quite fortunate in terms of that a friend of mine, Allier, helped me out a lot when I first got into YouTube.
So were you friends with Allier prior to
I met him at Eurogamer 2 years ago and had no idea who he was and just got talking to him, but he's one of the nicest guys that I've met, and like he gave me a big hand, and that's how I kind of got out of the pack. Because I started, like most YouTubers have been around for a long, long time now. And I was thankful to get out of like that pack of channels that there are when you first start YouTube. And I was quite fortunate that I was like seen as a very, very good player. So I got a couple like records and stuff when the game first came out, which then Ali uploaded to his channel and kind of shouted my channel out, and then it went from there.
What records were they then?
I got the first 100 kill game on Black Ops 2 and the first 200 kill game and the first 300. So it was kind of just like kill records and stuff in public games and just like stuff like that.
So that kind of semi-answers my next question, which was, so why did you decide to then kind of transition from YouTubing to pro gaming?
Yeah, like it kind of started with Gfinity because we were like we got invited along to G1 where like all the top American teams got invited, a couple top UK and EU teams got invited. Went along to watch it, and then me and one of my friends as well, Michael Faircrads, were just watching it going like, we could do this. Like, we could play this. And everyone was like, no, you pub stompers, stuff like this. And we kind of wanted to prove a point, all right? So we came up, like we originally started with a team called TYT, or Team YouTube.
Right.
And like we then went on to this kind of, we improved quite quickly, and we kind of surprised people at the start, because everyone thought we would just be doing it for a few weeks and give up. And we went to EGL with 5 maps experience of competitive, and got like top 24 at the event, which we were really, really happy with. Wow. We went in with the aim to win a map, and we won like series after series after series. And we were like, how's it happening? It's fine. Had a great laugh doing that. And then took it a bit more seriously in Call of Duty Ghosts, and then ended up picking up Shane, who's like well known around the world. He's like placed third at COD Champs and stuff like this. And we picked Shane up and went to the LightningPandaz, and it's just kind of gone from there. And yeah.
Fantastic. So did you find that obviously having the YouTube background among the team, did that really help boost your kind of public profile a lot quicker than maybe some other kind of up-and-coming esports teams?
Yeah, like that's the thing that set us apart from the rest of the kind of competitive scene. Like a lot of the UK and EU teams compared to the US teams don't tend to following, and then you've got us who've all got our own individual YouTube followings, and people have kind of enjoyed watching our progression, and hopefully we can go into Advanced Warfare and actually maybe do better. We got our highest placement recently, which was top 4. And we're quite happy with it, and hopefully we can go in and prove more people wrong in Advanced Warfare.
Absolutely. Cool. So we've heard Ben talk the talk. Now let's see him walk the walk in Heads Up. Right. So you join us as we watch what I believe is a world first. Ben, elaborate.
Yeah, this was actually the world's first nuclear, because this was actually captured at Gamescom, which was the first real opportunity that anyone got opportunity outside of Sledgehammer to get hands-on with a game. And I pretty much just sat in a room and just played constantly throughout Gamescom. I didn't do much else while there, and I was told that while capturing, this was actually the first one that someone's managed to get to their knowledge, which was awesome.
So this is confirmed by Sledgehammer?
Yeah, so they were like, yeah, this is the first one that we've seen got, which was also, I think I got it on the first day of playing the game. Outside the event.
So this is an SMG nuclear?
Yeah, so this is a gun called the ASM-1, because we got 3 guns to be able to use, which I believe was the KF-9, the ASM-1, and I can't remember the name of the third one. I didn't really use it too much. But this is the one that kind of plays a bit like, if you've played Call of Duty before, like World at War, it's very similar to a mixture between the Thompson and the MP40. And it was personally my favorite submachine gun to use.
Nice.
Because of how fast-paced Advanced Warfare is, I found submachine guns a lot more powerful and better to use compared to the assault rifles and stuff like that. But it will change when the game comes out, when everything becomes available.
Sure.
So
hundreds of guns in this instance.
Yeah, there's 350. 350. It's going to be absolutely insane to find which is the best variation to use. The map we're playing is Riot, which was one of the 4 maps available for us to play at Gamescom and Eurogamer as well. And we're playing possibly one of the fan favorite modes, which is Hardpoint, and it's one of the funnest modes I found personally to play, because it was constantly really fast paced, which flows really nicely with Advanced Warfare.
Good stuff. And we've got to make mention of obviously the EXO. How did you kind of employ it in this instance? How are you finding it in terms of it changing up your tactics?
When you first play it, it takes a while to get used to using the joystick and actually using the movement to together, because it's the best thing to do with exosuit abilities is chaining it together. So going in from a forward jump to a downward slide and then using your boost to get to the floor. Something that I was always doing was when I was doing a big jump, and then where I was trying to land was below me, I'd click and do a fly down to the floor, which would then allow me to not get shot as much, which is one of the best things to do. You can sort of kind of add all the kind of survivability things, and that's competitive gaming as well. It's going to be trying to survive is going to be insane. How people are going to kind of chain these movements together, and mastering the movement is going to be what sets the good players apart from the great players. So it's going to be interesting.
Cool. Right, time to close out the show by going loud. So, last week's question was simply, what was your highlight of the new Advanced Warfare trailer? And we got a big response to this one. First up, we've got Flyboy Trevi, good name, and also Pro Hipstar, Killer Key or Killer Key 842, Aiden Raw, and Nicholas 593195. That's a silly Twitter name, Nicholas. But Flyboy Trevi says, on my authority, Spacey is looking fantastic indeed. I wish I could just have him personally say that to me all day. If you pay him enough, he probably would. What do you think of Spacey in the new trailer?
I quite like him. It was a bit...
It's getting quite uncanny, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of freaky.
On whose authority? On my authority!
It looks exactly like him. It's just how the graphics and stuff are changing is a bit... I think it's going to be a bit worrying in a couple of years' time, when it's real
Just
life.
not going to be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, it's
Actors will
like-
just be able to give their likeness and then just kind of record all their voice at home.
Just take my face and then I'll do it from my bed.
Santi and also Captain Canuck Zero, ALG Native, Deadly Gaze 115 and Westside Soda all say the best part of the new Advanced Warfare trailer is when the dude grapples an enemy and clothesline him. So much power. That's actually my personal favourite. Not so much the clothesline bit, I did like that, but the part where he grapples a guy out of an exo.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
And
That's
then
cool.
takes him down after that. That was fantastic. Aston Wave says, the scene of the soldiers running down the hallway thought they were real for a second. Again, part of the whole Uncanny Valley thing that Spacey occupies. I know exactly the part of the trailer you're on about as well. There's just the part there's like 3 or 4 soldiers running down. And it looked like they just cut to real life for a moment.
Yeah, no, I'd say it's going to start getting really, really freaky.
The performance capture is top notch.
It's like the amount of stunts they're going to be able to start doing in films is going to be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. You just won't be able to tell the difference. Finally. And finally, Alex0847, more numbers. The highlights of the new trailer was seeing the new co-op mode. It looks like a lot of fun. What was your reaction to the co-op reveal?
Well, from the reveal, I think it's going to be a really, really interesting kind of co-op mode, but it's hard to see because we haven't seen any actual real gameplay of it, how it's going to work for us. Is it going to be like waves and waves and waves? It's just one of those things that I am looking forward to getting hands on.
There's loads of little hints in there, but no firm
like
details.
the swarms and stuff look insane when they all come in like that. Oh, it's just, I think it's going to be one of those really, really chaos modes. It's going to be really, really fun to play with.
We've got 4 of you, you've got enemies that can cloak, you've got Goliaths coming at you. It's going to get pretty
I can see
intense.
myself getting killed by a guy with a cloak and being really annoyed. Just like, I couldn't see him. Just like, how?
How is that fair? So which of those was your favourite? Bearing in mind, they're going to win a 12-month Xbox Live Gold subscription.
It's going to be tough, but I think I've got to go with Kevin Spacey.
Flyboy Trevi.
Yeah, so like Kevin.
Or do you want to give the code to Kevin Spacey?
Well, we go give it to Kevin Spacey.
He can afford his own.
So Flyboy Trevi, but like I think Kevin Spacey's literally had the most iconic thing with Advanced Warfare since the trailer got released earlier in the year, and I have to agree, it's really uncanny.
Fantastic. Well done to Flyboy Trevi, then you get yourself the code. Now, if you fancy winning a 12-month Xbox Live Gold subscription for yourself, just tell me who your dream Advanced Warfare co-op team would be by tweeting at GameSpot and making sure to include that all-important hashtag #aimdown, otherwise it'll disappear into a tweet void forever. And on my authority, that's time called on another episode. Huge thanks to Benny Central for joining us. What's next for you? What should people look out for?
Well, I'm going to be probably playing more Advanced Warfare really next and kind of making videos on that. Kind of, like you said, sit in a room for another 8 hours. Kind of just wreck time up, which is kind of worrying, but it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it.
I bet even those people who are going to be there day 0 are going to be hoping they're not going to enter a public playlist with you for all that practice you've had.
Yeah, no, just take 5 hours. It's fine. It's not that much. Like,
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, aim to do one good deed.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Pre-order now for Xbox.